thoughts in a productive way rather than letting them defeat you. And just making sure that you accept the negative thoughts and know that they are just simply thoughts and they have no inherent power over you. And I think that's a big key thing is if we think something negative, like we talked about last week, we let it have all the power over us. And they shouldn't. We just need to put them to the side and move forward. 4 was don't listen to the haters. When you play big, someone is bound to hate on your ideas, success, and goals, and you can't give them power over you as well. 5 was meditation. I know I kind of briefly went over them, but meditation is huge. Just giving yourself time, and that was kind of who was on last week. Their homework for this week was to take some time to meditate and for themselves. So did anyone work on that this week?
No.
No.
I've been meditating.
Yay!
Outside of it.
Wade, you're laughing your ass off over there.
I know. I see Wade in the corner. You're laughing over there.
I meditated when I was on conference calls this week.
You just tuned them out, and
Exactly.
anyone else try meditation? Or we say meditate, and it's kind of a loose term on literally just taking time for your own thoughts. It could be in the shower. I think, Laura, you had said that you meditate in the shower, that's your time to just reflect or plan or whatever. Kelly, you were not on last week, so how do you meditate?
I've been to various workshops before. I've gotten to this thing called heart rhythm meditation. We have a group that meets. We're trying to do weekly, kind of similar to this, to kind of help each other and support each other. But the last one I was just working on is like counting my breaths in, holding double that, and then letting out the same number. The square breath, I think is what it's called. But basically, it's just clearing your mind.
Yes.
To just relax.
Well, and that's pretty much what it is. So you don't let the stress and anxiety of everyday life take you over. And that's what it can be. 2 minutes. It can be 1 minute every day of just breathing and focusing on just breath, just to clear your mind. If you feel like you're going to explode, take those extra minutes to close your eyes and just focus on your breath. And it sounds very simple, but it does a world of wonders. And those of you that have done it, you can testify to that, because I do it quite frequently these days. So it helps.
Damn kids, man. They make you breathe a lot.
Right, it's the kids.
Maybe it's like a weirdly energetic spouse. Who knows?
That too. I gotta calm down with some wine.
Okay, now we're going into today, part 2. 6 is we have a tendency to think we have to do everything ourselves. And so 6 is finding someone, working with coaches or partners. Even the most successful people in the world know that they need to have coaches or partners to help them stay focused and remain accountable to someone or the process. Whatever process that might be, whether it is nutrition, weight loss, business, personal, in your home, you need help. And so you know how there's that phrase, it takes a village to raise kids, or it takes a village to survive anymore. It truly does. And that's why we feel this is so important, because you need to create your villages and surround yourself with those people that can hold you accountable and help you to remain the course, remain steady through the course. Because how many times have you guys started something? Because I know I have. And if I didn't have the right people surrounding me, I would get persuaded to do other things or fall off the course. And then it doesn't work out that well, right? So for you guys, how important is it to have your tribe? Give me some examples.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I think everybody knows I have my tribe of Miss Kelly there, and Tracy and Chelsea. And I swear, if it wasn't for those girls, I wouldn't have done half of the stuff that I've accomplished over the last 2 years. And yeah, so I miss them very much. And we still text almost every day. So that's good.
Have you guys done a Zoom call or anything?
What's that?
Have you guys done a Zoom call or anything?
We haven't, but we have Marco Polo with the 4 of us, so we jump on there. So.
Hey, on that Marco Polo, I tried that a year ago, and it was like good for like a month, and then like it just
Fizzled.
Like I liked it. I thought it was cool because it was like if people didn't like, okay, for example, I have an iPhone. I got a sister who like loves Android, and she refuses to switch to iPhone. She's just like F iPhone, so I could never do FaceTime with her. So I'm always like sending her videos like a dumbass on the phone to text her, tell her I love her, or give her a hard time or whatever. But we started doing Marco Polo, and it was hitting off. It was great. So I guess refresh my memory. Is it based off your cell phone, or is it like an app?
I just do it on my cell phone. It's an app, and you create groups, or you can just talk to somebody individually. But like the Gotham group, I started. I think we've got 6 members there now, and we just jump on at various times during the day. And like today I was like, I'm out walking with Will before the rain, and Laura will get on. Okay, I heard you guys are working out, so I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna get out there. And then
I will say that's
Lisa's
really
on,
nice.
Hey,
Like
Lisa. And yeah, so it's been really great the few days that it's been active. It's really cool.
Okay, I just because I got a new phone, and I'm on here now, and all my shit just popped up. That's it. No,
so
this is
he's
good.
setting it up right now.
Because it's gonna get crazy. Start messaging.
I like it because I'm like old
Yeah,
and I
right.
forget stuff when people send me on Snapchat. I'm like, what did they say again? If I'm like responding later. And so I like that I can go back and replay the video and be like, okay, cool.
Dude,
I
I
remember.
can't-
I have never understood Snapchat. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just behind
Yeah.
the times, but the whole like snap and then it disappears. I'm like, wait, my mind doesn't think that fast.
Exactly.
There's too many social media things out there to keep up with, especially from a business standpoint. I'm like, what do I post? What do I do? And then you got people texting you, and you're like, then we got a business number and a cell phone. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I can't do it. But anyways,
Yeah.
I know
And the best part is they're all owned by like the same people, so you're just
Exactly.
to the
You
same
know,
thing. So.
Oh,
Well,
and
yeah,
then
no, I mean, it's-
after we saw everybody on James's birthday, like meeting in the parking lot, I swear it was like 15 to 20 minutes, and then I dropped something off at Kelly's house. I went home, and all of the energy got sucked right out of me, and I like cried on my bed for an hour.
We're just a big energy suck here.
I was like, I think I'm an introverted person, but when I was around everybody, I was like, I need you people
mhm.
to
I-
feel the energy, you know?
You don't
And
really
I'll say-
know it.
Yeah.
You miss human interaction until it's gone.
Yeah. Yep.
And I will say, gym wise, just getting on the Marco Polo, it's kind of cool. I mean, now I know Laura loves to do her sewing machine, and I think she motivated me. And then I saw Luann walking. I was like, well, crap, I'm going to get out there too. And so it's definitely good camaraderie and good to see people from that perspective.
awesome.
So that's my
Dude,
two
yeah,
cents.
I think I know you made a post about it, Lou, and I've been meaning to get back to you on that, but I think we should. I know we're getting off topic here, but I tend to do that. Squirrel. BDD kicks in. But like, I think it's cool that we all maybe get on something like this and just stay hooked.
Yeah.
Because
It's
let's
so-
call it this. Facebook can
It's so
get
much
crazy.
different seeing people's faces and their expressions and hearing their voice.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's kind of like a delayed thing where you just send the video and then they see it when they see it,
Right.
but it's still you know.
Yeah.
You can see when they get on, it says Laura is talking, so you're like, oh, let me go. Let's see what she's saying.
Hop on.
Awesome. No, let's look into that. I'm gonna try to
Yes, I
blast
agree.
out to everybody.
Well, that actually goes
Yep.
into our number 7, constantly learning. Learning is the key ingredient for a growth mindset. You learn, you read, and you grow, as well as research. So whatever goals you have, research them. You know, you have coaches to help you stay the course and to stay the pathway that you want, but learning is key. Never quit learning about whatever you're passionate about, whether it's business, whether it's an interest, a hobby, just for a growth mindset, you have to keep your brain going and growing. I know That sounds kind of educational teacher talk, but we have to. We have to keep our mind, especially as we get older.
She lost me already.
So he doesn't even listen. 8 is to have clear and concise goals. Successful people know what they want. Define your goals in specific terms and write them down. I cannot stress this enough. When you write down your goals, you confirm them. If you just say it out loud, yeah, you're entering them in the world, into the universe. But when you write it down and you stare at it every day, you're confirming it and you're holding yourself accountable to completing that goal. And a lot of people, have anyone used vision boards? If you have a goal, or Sadie, you use vision boards?
Yeah, I was actually going to say, whenever you were done with your point, I was going to be like, vision boards are a great way to do it, because I always thought it was kind of silly.
Yeah.
And then my friend from my church, who's like this little old lady, was like, let's do a vision board class together. And I was like, this is just going to be silly. But then we did it, and I have a fitness vision board, and I saw, I hung it somewhere I would see every day. And every day I would look at it and be like, I'm going to lose that 30 pounds. I'm going to lose those 2 pant sizes. And guess who's down 35 pounds and 2 pant sizes? I was visualizing. So it's good. So I didn't believe in them even when I first started. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just kind of manifesting, telling yourself I will rather than I wish.
Yes.
While battling kidney stones. Yeah.
Yeah, got them. A lot of them.
Oh.
It's tough. Pain. That's worth it.
I just like to think it makes me tougher, so maybe one day I can actually keep up with you in a morning workout, James.
All day. Let's go.
He's kind of crazy. He's a different breed.
Madison and I kind of joke about cocaine being present a lot, but
hey, true story.
I laughed at that one.
I'll share this just because I like to get raw and real. One time in college, I got presented that shit on a table, and I remember just thinking do I go down that path or do I not? And I chose not to go down that, but I actually in my head I was scared to do it because I'm already hyper and high strung. Because they always say addiction, right, and kicks in. Thank God I didn't.
I'm proud of you, James.
You know what I mean? Hey, you never know.
Saying no to the white devil.
Working out my cocaine.
I mean, pre-workout is basically just
Anybody else
real-life
want to go
cocaine, right?
Yeah. Now that we're getting real, anyone else want to share?
Right.
Okay, number 8, exercise. Everyone knows it's good for us, but people have a tendency not to make it a priority or fit it in and think of exercise as a luxury rather than something mandatory that they need to fit in their life. And that's what we talked about it a couple times, just about accountability and exercising in myself. I will look at the house. It's very hard for me to be motivated in my house. I will look at the house and see everything that needs to be done. I will have the 3 kids there. I see the schoolwork. They need to eat. Oh, right after I eat, clean up and everything. Oh, they want a snack. Oh, they want to do this. Or, or we're going all over the place, except right now. But it was very difficult for me, especially after having JT, my third, to find some sort of routine to take care of me. And I think it was Kay that said it on our first call about self-care is the best care. And if we're not happy and we're not taking care of ourselves, how can we take care of others? And so we have to be able to have an outlet somewhere. And what was my little quote? A strong and healthy body can deal with the physical and emotional demands of life rather than a weak and unhealthy one. Our bodies and our minds go through so much on a daily basis. The stress, anxiety, what we're going through right now. And could you imagine if you guys had no exercise or no outlet at all, and you were weak and you were unhealthy, and being able to deal with all the emotional demands and stress that are going on right now? So we have to figure out how to make some sort of exercise a priority in everyday life. I see you, Will.
Exercise. If you see your dad slacking or your mom, get on him. Mainly Wade.
Yeah.
Mainly your dad.
So leading off from that, and I know I'm going through these a little fast because I want to have more time at the end to kind of go over this. 10 is laughter. We get so wrapped up, we don't laugh enough. Along with exercise, we need to laugh. Like I said, everyone needs a release. And laughter releases endorphins, the brain's feel-good chemical, which enables us to let go of the stress and negativity, at least for a moment. So if you guys are just stuck in everyday life and you're not laughing, or you're not being able to let go of stress and anxiety, you really need to look at, okay, what can we change? Who around us? Who makes us laugh? Is there a friend you can call? Is there a family member that you just know every time you call, she can just make you smile and think light of something, or make you just flat out laugh? Like, when's the last time you've had a good belly laugh? There's a difference. If you have a good belly laugh or if you have just a little giggle, trust me, there's a difference. So as far as those go, let's open it up and let's talk about just mental mindset this week, where we are now. Do you feel you guys are doing a little better coming to the upside? Do you feel that you're reaching kind of depression time of being locked in our houses for over a month, or what's going on? Who wants to go first? Should I start from the bottom? Chris, I'm calling you.
Me.
Yes.
I'm on the bottom, huh? I'm doing good this week. I think last week I was really depressed. It hit me pretty hard actually Wednesday night, and there was just so much stuff going on personally that I had to take care of last week, and I'm through it now, and we're still waiting, but I'm doing better. There's some people I want to talk to, Laura. And there's others, Tony, you just do without him. You learn, you get by. I see that funny face. But no, I don't know. I mean, we're in the healthcare industry here, and I got hit Monday with we're not coming out of this until the end of June, 4th of July, and now they're even talking about they may leave us in all the way to Christmas. So, because they said with the 2 months out and then the reoccurrence in the winter, that depresses you to know you're not going anywhere for at least 2 months and possibly and I keep hearing everybody like, oh, they're going to reopen this, they're going to reopen that. And I got a crawl that goes across and they're like, nothing's getting reopened. So I'm like, what's going on? So
Right.
yeah, but I make it through.
To clarify, Chris, just so people aren't like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So you work for GIA, right? So the government care, and it's in Missouri, and they just
Yep.
kind of put the lockdown on that and just said, hey,
Well,
it's
but
not moving until
half
June,
of our
July.
employees are in Kansas, and they're putting lockdown on them now too. They're saying nothing until 4th of July.
Nothing's
So-
opening?
We're not, and they're saying all these rumors that like barbershops are reopening and all the mayors have to go to the governors, and the governors said they're not looking at it till at least the 3rd through 15th of May. So I don't know where it's all coming from, and so that gets very depressing to hear that all day long.
Uh-huh.
You just gotta put it aside.
Okay, so what did you do to deal with that, mindset-wise?
Couple things. I can't believe I'm saying this. I started running again. And day one, you're going to love this. My heels cracked on day one. So I had to put on a neoprene sock. And then, but I'm doing okay. And I'm working on the bike still. I'm out biking every day, even like this afternoon in the rain. I went out for a bike ride. And then I was talking to Laura, and then we're working on virtual races again. I've got a whole new website. I said I want to see what they send me before I post anything on it. It's got the coronavirus virus race and a bunch of others, and I just want to see what they are before I start posting stuff about this, because it's all individual, but it'd be something to do. So just trying to keep busy.
Yes. Anyone else? Lisa.
I'll go.
Hi.
Which one? There's two of us.
Oh, what's up?
Hi, Ping.
We're talking about you, Lisa. With the glasses, Lisa.
We haven't got to hear
I
from Lisa.
Good to
I
see
had
your
just
face.
joined the gym right before all of this started, so I was just getting into the groove of having a routine. I have a 13-month-old son, so first time being back at the gym in a while. I'd worked with James previously at Hitch Fit, so I've been through the transformation process before, and I just needed the encouragement and the camaraderie from having a group of people to interact with. So I'm really bummed that I haven't had the opportunity to make those lasting relationships that all of you have experienced and all those connections that you have. That's part of the reason why I joined the gym, because you know, my husband and I are transplants to the metro. He's from the St. Louis area. I'm from a small town, and we just don't have a lot of friends. So it's really hard raising a child to not have a lot of people that are going through those same things that we're going through. We're really active. We like to go camping, kayaking, hiking, and we just have never found like our niche group of people. So I've been really struggling the last several weeks. Being on lockdown's hard, being home the toddler's hard. Him realizing that I'm home all the time working now is hard because now he wants me all the time. It's hard. I'm like, I don't like to work out at home. That's not my thing. So, you know, we're working on some home remodeling projects, and like there's literally all this weight equipment and exercise stuff sitting in my garage. And it's like, why? There's some mental mind block about working out at home. So we've been taking a lot of family walks.
It's a real struggle. I mean, like
It is.
Look at me. I work out all the time, but I hate it at home. And it's one of those things I know we can attest to. It's like when you get in your comfort zone, you think about so much stuff when you're at your house that needs to get done. There's always something that needs to be done, right? Like,
well, you're getting interrupted, and a 30-minute workout ends up taking an hour and a half because you're having to leave your workout a million times to answer a question or do something else. And so it's just nice to go somewhere, get your, you know, workout in and leave, and then do what you need to do for the day. So it is. And that's why we started this talk on a strong mental mindset and how to grow it, because we will sync with that, you know, and we will start feeling bad about ourselves, and we'll let those negative, you know, thoughts seep in, and we have to be able to rise above it and push it aside. And that's why we're doing these Zoom calls, so you have an outlet, so you can talk to us and you're not by yourself. And I'm glad to see your smiley face again. It's been a while.
It's been a long time, yeah.
I know. So you see all these people on this screen, and you can reach out to any one of them, and they would gladly help you just like we would.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. Sweet.
Oh, look, Lay's there. I can see her face now.
Lay. Yeah. There she is.
Hey, let's see. Let's go to Alex and Naz.
Hey guys.
What's up?
So Alex, I've heard you've been a little stir crazy.
Yeah, past couple of weeks I would say. Yeah, it's definitely been a big crazy. It's boring. I mean, it is. It's simply boring for kids. They really don't do anything, and outside alone is just, you know, they can only do so much too. So he's driving more, so they're driving. So what?
She's got to hang out with you, so I mean, you got to spice it up.
Trust me, I'm not.
What I hear about driving, you got to take her driving now.
Yes, he's driving more. We don't stop anywhere, but with less cars out, that's just almost the perfect time to do it. So she'll be ready to drive to school next year. That's if it's happening.
Awesome.
And she with her and her brother, they do the best they can, and the workouts do help. I think at first it was kind of like, I don't want to work out at home. But once you do it, and once the first week goes by, it's almost like we have to. If we didn't have that, I think it'd be worse.
I think just for me, like working out on a daily basis definitely helps me. Like if I don't, I feel really like disgusting. So just working out every day really helps. And
that alone is just, it's a, you know, it clears your mind. I'm going on short walks, even if it's just around the block, it can just clear your mind just for several minutes, an hour, so you can just, breathe. So it's definitely harder for kids, and, she's stuck with me, but it's not fun. It's not fun, but we're doing the best we can. That's what we can count for at this point. So I don't like hearing things like this is going to go further from Chris. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, it's a start. Who knows if they're right?
Yeah, and it's freaky to hear rumors, and you don't know who to believe at some any point. So
that's the biggest thing too. I'm getting messages, guys, from tons of people. Hey, when are you opening? May 4th, May 3rd? Is that when it's going down? And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, like as much as I want to open the gym, like I want to make sure everybody is safe, right? So there's gonna be people when this shit does go down and it does open up, right? There's gonna be people that still stay inside. And there's gonna be like, oh, thank God I'm out, I can go do this. But like, let's call it what it is. Like, what happens the next month or two? Like, shit's still gonna get around. We thought we had corona. I mean, like, how about it when we were sick? Like, they're saying stuff like 2, 3 back in February.
Yeah,
like shit was going around.
Valentine's weekend, we had a huge volleyball tournament, and I got super, super sick when I came back, and tested negative for influenza B and influenza A, and had every symptom that they're talking about now. And I don't know if you guys saw the post that the first round of coronavirus tests, 1st of February, were actually contaminated with the coronavirus. So all of them came back inconclusive. So there could have been multiple cases then. They don't know the true numbers. Like, so they're guessing like anyone else and trying to deal with it, as best they can, I guess, but not very honest like. But still, so we just have to move forward. That's all we can do, but I would not wish how I felt on any of you, because it was horrible, absolutely horrible.
Well, I can share some good news about everything. Well, it's somewhat good news. So I work for the Corps of Engineers, Army Corps of Engineers. And so we did assessments all across Kansas and Missouri for additional hospital beds. We built one, and that was in St. Louis, and it was just because they wanted us to just prove a concept kind of thing. Other than that, we haven't had to build any in Kansas or Missouri, so we didn't even come close to reaching hospital capacity. So
that's awesome.
Hopefully it keeps that way.
Yeah. And that's a lot of the stuff that you don't hear on the news, right? The media, let's call it what it is, guys. Everything you hear is always negative shit, and it sucks because like you believe it. And then like Chris says something, and I automatically believe it because I know that guy researches everything. I see that go.
He's probably researching.
And they always say like Facebook, like don't believe everything you see on Facebook, guys, because a lot of that shit is BS too. And it's like, get your facts straight, know your stuff before you believe. Like, because what happens is it creates anxiety, and then it creates frustration and anger and frustration, and then what happens? You start taking on your loved ones, and you go, why didn't you blah blah blah, right? Put a mask on, and I'm going, I just want the home freaking tile to finish the kitchen for you, honey.
Don't touch anything. Wash your hands.
And I'm going like,
nothing
like this, and putting the Got 'em Fit headband on, and anyways, yes. So
yes, that's true story.
Be safe.
True story. That's been our life.
Anyways.
Yes, I have a 4th child in the household that I have to remind to wash his hands, and no, just
come on. Come on.
Let's see. Who have we? Eli.
There he is.
Well, I'm really on the opposite end of the spectrum because since I work for the University of Kansas Health System, since the end of March, I haven't had a day off. I've been working 7 days a week, and I'm not isolated. I'm out and about all day long, every day. I really don't even have time to work out. But I'd say the anxiety part is a little scary because since I do work around sick people all day, and I'm not sure, like these people are coughing and these people are here for a reason. So that's a little worrisome. But I don't have kids, and so I'm not worried about bringing home and infecting my kids or anything. But to go back to the gym, I really miss the camaraderie and the classes and keeping you on track. the strength classes were really starting to pick up. I really loved going to the strength classes. So once this happened, I rushed out and bought a squat rack, a big power rack. And I've really haven't had time to use it. I've been getting there at night, sometimes like 3-4 times a week. Tonight was my first Tabata class. Woo! And it kicked my ass, which was great. I'm going to try to get back on those and, you know, look at some of the past ones. I got it to cast to my TV finally, so I don't have to watch it on my phone. But, you know, I'm just so busy. I'm not isolated at all. It's different than what everybody's talking about because
Right.
I just have no time for anything. When I do get home, I got yard work to do, and I've got my dog. I got, you know, he's 14 years old, so I got to take him to the vet, wash him, and he's got some problems, and it's just it's go right now. So
are you doing anything since you aren't able to work out as much? Anything for your mental mindset just to stay clear and focused?
Yeah, just stay positive, and you know, like I said, try to work out when I do. I do lift weights here, but it's not the same when people aren't pushing you and trying to make you go heavier and, you know, making sure you get that last rep and, you know, but I do what I can. So
Are you
I
wearing
think
your
now
weight
it's kind of
vest?
slowing down. I'm going to start getting Sundays off. So I'm going to make the most of it and enjoy some of my time off
Good.
until we get back to normalcy.
Yes, you need it.
Chris wanted to know if you're wearing your weight vest.
No, not yet. I have it out, but I'm going to start running. I'm going to try to do some running.
You're up to all weight now.
I'm probably down to 5 pounds, but it's hard for me to get my MEPs right now because, you know, I'm not so active as I would be at the gym. So like the other day I built some stairs. I had a deck for a friend and wore it then, wear it when I mow the grass, wore it tonight. So I'm going to start running, and once I get the running part down, maybe I will put the vest back on and, you know, just go from there. But
maybe
I will.
I've
Unless I'm
always
running with
missed
you,
your
6 foot
stubborn
apart.
way of encouraging people, Chris. This whole
you know
time.
I am.
That's Chris. Hey, if you haven't known Chris, that's him.
No, I love it. He's the reason I stayed for 2 classes in a row the first time because he kept pestering me about it.
Don't
I was
tell
like,
him.
damn it, Chris. And now I do 2 in a row every day. So
There you go, and I see you every
Sounds
morning.
about right.
yeah, trying.
So when he says that to a newbie, and you see them go, that's it. It's my last fucking day. Go there and say,
I give him a week or 2.
No, we'll play good cop, bad cop, Chris.
Yeah. I gave you a little while before I pushed you, didn't I?
Well, you teased me, but I think you could tell I was tough, and so
Yeah.
I took that
I knew
as
you were coming back.
I ain't no quitter
I was
loser.
there with you when you did your second one that day.
Yeah. I made sure you knew.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. We got Laura and Lay over there. Who wants to share first? Lay, do you know how to? Here, do you want me to unmute you? Let me unmute you. There you go.
I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. I know how to mute. I just didn't know how to get the video showing.
That's
So
right. I kept
finally
harassing
figured it
you.
out. I asked John to come up. Well, no. Okay. He put on a one of these little video close things over the cam on my computer, and it was closed. It was closed. I didn't know that because I never use it. And then he comes out and goes, oh, you have to open that. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm so stupid. So, yeah.
Like, why is the screen black? It says the video.
I kept pushing the button he told me to push. And I'm like, okay, it's not working. So anyways, how am I doing? I struggle. I'm waiting for my son to pound on the wall now and say, Mom, you're talking too loud, inside voices. He does that to me regularly because I'm either being shoved around from downstairs or up to my bedroom where I'm sitting right now so that he can do his homework, and he has to shuffle between his bedroom and downstairs, whatever works for him, to give him an environment to help him stay alert. And my husband's in his other office on his phone call. So if he's on a phone call, Davis has to go downstairs because you can hear John in his bedroom as well. So when I'm up on a phone call or something, all of a sudden I get this pound, pound, pound on the door, the wall. And I just basically feel like I can't make a freaking sound in my house. So I'm always on call, ready to be at help when he needs me. and then not really doing anything other than waiting for him to need my help or not. And then I try to go out for walks just to get that anxiety and stress out. Sometimes I've met up with some friends and done on bike rides, some walks, very little running. I don't even think I could jog a mile right now without walking some. But what's been really helpful is the runs that we've signed up for before they got canceled. You know, like the Garmin, you know, they had the marathon, half marathon, 10K.
Yeah.
So I had signed up for the 10K almost a year ago, really looking forward to it. And then that got canceled. I mean, I even bought my costume like 7-8 months ago to wear for this. And
I don't know how you do that, by
I
the
don't
way.
either. Every time I see a picture in the costume, I'm like, isn't she hot? Like, isn't she uncomfortable? Like, I want to strip off clothes. And I'm just going, oh my gosh, how does she do it?
it's cold. It was cold on Sunday or Saturday. I don't remember, but it was cold and windy. So I bought leggings that to wear under it. If it was hot, it would have just been the dress and shorts. So I planned for that. But last year, it was like 8 degrees. It was cold last year, so I was prepared. But anyway, so what was cool is there was about 8 of us that were signed up for that race, or actually 7 of us, and one of them was signed up to do her very first marathon at a different one. So it's all canceled. So it's really nice to meet up with some of those running people I know. We all don whatever we were going to wear, and we just go out, and some people will run it. Some of us, like I jogged it and walked it because there are others that are not real runners. So we were doing it as a group to encourage the others to get through it.
Yeah.
So did a lot of walking on that one, but we did it, you know, and that's important, is that we're still going out and we're trying to adhere to the dates that they had the races on. We're still contributing to these awesome charities that those races are for. Yeah. But just we keep our distance, and we can, but like you say, for me, I have to see someone in person. So even if like FaceTime, like, hey, it's great to see all of you. I really love this, but it's not the same as being 6 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet away from you. It just doesn't work the same for me. I can't feel your energy. You know what I mean? It's like, I got to feel that. Yeah. And you hear the voices, you see the faces, you see the emotions, I just feed off of that all the time. That's how I keep myself going. So when I think it was Luann, you were talking about after you went out and saw, like for James' birthday or whatever, and then you went home and you felt kind of low. Okay, so Monday or Sunday after that 10K, I didn't even want to get out of bed all day. I was so depressed. Not depressed, but I just had no energy. I was so depleted because I was on such a high for seeing everybody on that day. And then I didn't realize how awesome I could feel when I'm around people, and then when it's gone. Mm-hmm. So yeah, yesterday I felt good. I take my husband for walks. He's really good off leash. He actually forces me to get out sometimes too. So we're doing pretty good on getting each other out.
Mutual.
I hope.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing.
Who's next? Laura?
Well, I had a friend stop by today because I did some sewing for her, and it was an epiphany when she asked me how I was doing, because it seems like I can go through every day and either somebody calls me or they run to my house so we can sit out in the driveway, or I get a lovely letter in the mail. Something happens to make every day, okay, I can go ahead. I can go to the next day. And it was like, today was like, well, start remembering those things, because that's what keeps me going. Yeah. Reaching out really has helped too. I know I've been talking with Chris, and that's helped, just knowing that if I don't do my burpees, it's going to keep me honest. And I don't like burpees. They're boring.
I'm there with you, Laura, but we're going.
You just say it what it is. They suck.
Yeah, they do. But today from the Marco Polo, when everybody said they were going out, I thought, crap. If I don't say I'm doing something, they're going to know I'm not doing anything. So I had to go for a walk, and it was better after I got done. So yeah, accountability is a big thing for me.
Good.
I like that.
Good deal.
I like that you took the time to self-reflect and focus on the positive things that are happening every day, and then learn that, hey, accountability is something that drives you.
I have this, and it's Count Your Blessings. It's a journal. I've been trying to journal every day. Not very good, but it's.
I have this. It's a coloring book.
Wait, open that shit up. I want to see if you color inside the lines. Come on. Friggin' animal.
Wow, you got far.
What is that? Like this
Little
much?
Yeah, it's an adult coloring book. I got that much done.
Let's go, dude.
Now I know what I'm going to get you. Some really awesome, fine, like Sharpie markers.
Oh, I got them.
Uh-huh.
I can't get them.
Don't come over to our house. My girls, those are crayons. You don't color
They
that
are.
with crayons.
I got markers. I got crayons. You name it.
Don't make me go all artsy on you. No.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. That's too fancy for me.
Uh-huh. I love
I was
that.
talking to Laura last night, and I started coloring the corner in.
Okay, let's go down the line. Tracy, how was your week?
Oh no.
No,
Sorry.
you choked anybody out over the phone.
And it's like falling everywhere. So sorry about that. This week for me has been, of course I work from home, so going to the gym for me was my like get out and see people and just have that like contact with people. So being at home and trying to do the workouts and everything, like I'm just like motivation is gone. Like I get up and I'm like, I just can't today. I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. So that's really been my struggle this week, is just, you know, holding myself accountable, because it's just me and my daughter. And my daughter, she ain't gonna work out. Like, let's just be honest. She'd rather lay on the sofa and sleep. So it's been hard to kind of motivate myself to get here. But I did do the 5 o'clock workout tonight, and I'm like, come hell, rain, or high water, I'm getting up in the morning and I'm gonna start my 6 o'clock workouts again. Like I'm very much of a routine person, and not having that, or not that I don't have it, getting out of it. I just allowed myself to get out of it. Is really starting to affect me and how I'm looking at life, because I find myself becoming more angry at stupid stuff. And because unfortunately I do work with an industry that is affected by all of this, in the, you know, the commercial industry and the borrowers, and, you know, they can't make their payments and whatnot. You try to have sympathy for them, but some days I slam the phone down and I'm like, you're just effing idiots. Like, you know, and that's not who I want to be. So I need to get that, like, I need to get those exercise endorphins back in, where I'm much happier and nicer, and can deal with these difficult situations a little better. So.
Do you journal at all?
No.
Do you meditate at all?
Do what?
Do you meditate at all?
When my watch tells me to breathe, I breathe.
I do the same thing.
I ignore the watch.
Well, sometimes I ignore the watch too.
You have not breathed today. You should time. Breathe.
Yeah.
Okay. Breathe for 60 seconds.
Yes. No, I have a coworker that I'm pretty close with, and I call and talk to him a lot, just venting and just kind of going through our, because we work on the same portfolio, so just going through our borrowers and kind of just bouncing things off of him has really helped, because I'm here. I have no family here. It's just me and my daughter. So all the friends that I have little kids. So it's, you know, I don't really have that tight knit, you know, tribe here either, like I think someone else was saying. So it does make it a little difficult, and you kind of feel like you're in this by yourself. Yeah.
Well, you're not alone either.
No, I know.
But I know what you mean. It doesn't help when you're like stuck in your house like 24/7 and yeah.
I
totally get it.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness I have a part-time job at Michael's, so I'm still working that job on the weekends. So
open?
No, we're not open to the public. You can order online and we'll bring it out to you. But yeah. So yeah.
Sounds like I was about to go down there right now. Michael.
Hey, that doesn't sound like a total guy, but like, what do they sell at Michael's?
It's like Hobby Lobby.
No.
Yeah.
You seriously never been in there? Come on.
Really?
You got 3 kids.
Like
Right?
You've gone in there.
Do you really think he would go and buy stuff from Michael's?
It's kind of cool.
That's
Walmart.
crazy numerous times at Michael's.
Yep. Yep.
Honey-do usually isn't to Michael's. Usually Home Depot.
Yeah,
Walmart.
Home Depot, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so Kelly, I haven't got to see your smiley face for a little bit. How are you doing?
I'm good. Sorry, my husband just walked in here. Right on cue. I'm good. I feel like a lot of the things everyone said has really resonated with me. Definitely. The big thing for me is just setting a to-do list and writing it down. And it's stuff for me. And it can be 3-minute segments, but it's things I look forward to. We had a coming to Jesus because I feel like one day I'm so high and the next day I'm so low, and I'm not an emotional person. And so having that, I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I found I just didn't have things to look forward to. So like Thursday nights, we go on bike rides. You know, Tuesday night we do trivia. You know, Wednesdays now I have this to look forward to. It's like getting me to the next step. And then, I mean, it's full scope. It's all uncertain, but I know in June I'm going to have fun. I'm in a bathing suit, whether that's a kiddie pool in my backyard and, you know, I bring the beach to myself or not. I'm looking forward to June no matter what. So it's finding those things to look forward to constantly.
Yes.
That's really helped me.
I love that. That's great.
I do too. I love that.
Yeah. And I want to add too, if you are feeling lonely or you haven't joined that Marco Polo yet, I just joined and it's been really helpful and beneficial. And even all of your guys' posts and the workouts have been really beneficial. So I don't know. Marco Polo me or whatnot. If you can talk, I always need the motivation.
Kelly, I'm adding you right now, so find me. And Louie, check your phone.
I
I'm on the
that
Gotham.
James is talking to you.
The Gotham page.
I don't want to listen to him, so I could just tune him out. It's usually how that works. I'm okay with that.
Lisa Payne.
There she is.
Hi there.
Look so pretty. Did you
Hi, Lisa.
there, aren't you?
Well, I had to actually do real meetings, so if I flip you over, I'm in pajama pants.
Yes!
But
Love it.
no jeans today. They're over there on the bed. I had them on all day long. I'm good. Today I'm good. I'm finding that balance and you know what, letting some of the little stuff go, and I'm working my ass off, but I'm also eating like it's my job. So I'm super, super thankful to have like an hour workout in the morning. It's now my routine, and if I can throw my leg out of bed as a first step and get there, I'm made in the shade for the day. So I work out for an hour. I watch Mass, my church, online and stretch, which I never took the time to do after class before. It was 30 minutes and I'm kicking ass to get home to get all my kids all the places. So just really investing in myself in something that I didn't know I needed as much as I do. I finished my 20K burpees here in the next 3 classes, I think.
Woo.
I have 480 to go, and my initial goal was by July. I upped my goal to my birthday by May 3rd, and I'm going to finish before that.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
May
I think it's
3rd.
awesome, and I'm proud of it. And I'm also on the opposite end of that, a little leery, just because I've had this goal for a long time and it'll be accomplished. I don't effing want to do 30,000 burpees. So I need to find something else to do. Like you were talking about setting goals and being mindful and accomplishing it. And I wanted to do that pull up for quite a while.
Yeah.
So I think I need to hook up with you guys or someone that can really get me a daily. Like burpees, I can do for the cardio sets. Pull ups, I don't know what the F I can do to get stronger to be able to accomplish that.
Let's get on that, because honestly, like
Laura's been starting pull-ups too.
Laura Lay's completed it, and
Uh-huh.
I know Steve Anderson, he's not on here, but he did it too. And it's honestly, I've done over it, but I've just never calculated it. And like in my head, I'm like, I need to do it and do it like you guys do, right? Like just calculate it. And I gotta do this. I gotta take this laptop here. I gotta show you. So, cause like my kitchen, I've been redoing, right? Like I told you, my ass has been at Home Depot and I'm tearing shit out, and you'll see before and after pictures of my backsplash. But then you got this pull-up bar that just sits here. You know, I'm like, all right, right now, whether it's running, whether I'm working out 3 times a day, I'm fatigued, and the last things on my mind is doing pull-ups. But in my head, I'm like, but I really need to do pull-ups, like, cause I know, like my brother is a meathead, and he does all these like CrossFit type workouts, and no offense to CrossFit,
They're not competitive with each other at all.
he's 9 years younger than me, and he does these workouts that you might have heard these things called Murphs. You guys heard of Murphs? Right? I know you have, Laura. So, we talk about boring, right? Let's talk about boring. Like, because when people say working out is boring, and I'm like, yeah, no, not when you work out with me, because I'm gonna change shit up, and I'm gonna fucking give variety like you wouldn't believe. Like if you saw a picture, I would post. I need to post the picture because you don't even see it. I took a picture of myself, like a selfie, with all the workouts that I've written. You should see the gym floor that got them.
They're all over the
It's
gym.
like workouts that I've like literally like a friggin' like a chemistry teacher, because I suck at chemistry, so let's not go there. But just working out and pairing things together, because I want to make it. It's got to be enjoyable, but it's got to be variety, and I don't want it to be boring. When we talk about like pull-ups, push-ups, and running, it's the same shit all the time. Like if you're good at doing that, just like eating the same shit all the time, if you're okay with doing that, yeah, you're gonna get there. You're gonna get fit. You're gonna grow as an endurance, strength, all that stuff's gonna happen. But you're gonna get burnt out. So the type of person you are, you have to know where you are, right? Like I know I could do all that stuff with him, and he could do that stuff. But like if I don't have dumbbells or I don't have to change up or get that feeling, that pump I like where it hits that spot I like, or it feels like a deep tissue massage. If I don't get that with whatever, then I'm not gonna be happy, you know? So because I know a lot of stuff and I do a lot of like workouts, like I know what works or what I like and what I don't like or whatever. So when I hear people say like, I hate that sucks, in my head I'm like, dude, that's the best friggin' heart rate. That gets your heart rate the best. Because I've tested it, right? I like to trial and test things before I put it out. I'm not one to just say, just do all this random shit, and then you get hurt or you do whatever just to do it, right? I was getting on a tangent. Yeah. That's right, we're going to place. Where were we even at? I don't even know.
So James, you're gonna help me with the pull-up. Is that where we're going?
It's going to create a new goal.
Let's do that shit, okay? Because I'm
After she
gonna.
does her burpee.
And
I'm gonna start doing
I will say that Marco Polo has been awesome. If you haven't hopped on, hop on, because it is accountability. It is about friendship. It is about the camaraderie and cheerleading that we're missing, and you get a feel for that energy seeing people in their own space.
I love it.
And like Laura said, if people are like, well, yeah, I'm doing whatever, I'm like, oh, great, fine. I think literally one of my videos was like, fine, you want me to work out? Fine, and I'm working out, fine. And I'll be in a better mood when I'm done. And then I posted and I was. And when we don't have that in person, it's kind of the next best thing. And I appreciate these gals way more just having that extra push. And today it was even a random post about how my 13-year-old was being 13. And it wasn't amazing. But it's a personal accountability. It's a workout accountability. We took a picture of the food and said, here, I've been eating crap food, but I'm going to try for this meal. So I highly recommend Marco Polo and have fun with it.
Yeah, let's do that. Honestly, guys, if you don't have it, like download it and get on there, or shoot me a text message if you're confused or can't find it.
Okay, but Luann,
So-
you started a Got 'em Fit group, right?
Yeah, it's called Got 'em Motivation. And
I'm
if you
behind.
go in the
So he's
what?
starting all individually, so I need to put him in the group.
Yeah. Well, if I don't have their phone number, I can't add them. But if you go on the Facebook page, I put the link to Marco Polo and our specific group, and then you can just join that group. And then if I see that somebody has joined Marco Polo, like Sadie joined Marco Polo, I'll just add you to the group.
Perfect.
And you guys, it's super worth it. It's like, I think even
all
one of my
free,
first posts was, I don't effing want to do this. Someone tell me to get up and move. Someone tell me to do it. And they did. And guess what? I did it.
Yeah.
I did it because that was my slap on behind to, you know what? You're fine. You have 2 legs and 2 arms and get up and move. You're breathing, you're living, you're fine. Get up and go.
And like
no
today,
pity parties.
I was having like an allergy attack and my eyes were like all red and bloodshot. So I just posted a picture of the pita pizza I made and was talking, so you couldn't see my face, but you could hear me. I was like I don't want to scare anybody, so here's my pizza.
I want to see that. See, like, I get into that. I want to see that.
I feel the allergy stuff. You can tell I'm all puffy and
Oh, the allergies this year are terrible. And my eyes were like blown up.
Okay, so we have not heard from Tony.
Oh, well, one of my biggest challenges, as you all well know,
He had to put his glasses on. You see that shit?
Yes, I do.
It's a novel. Dude.
the old bag here,
Oh.
yes.
It's okay, Tony. It's okay.
Oh, look, Naz has hers on too.
No, he was getting like a speech.
Yay, Kelly!
It's about to get real.
Amber, it's good to see your face. We could knock out James, but
Wow. Got him. Where you at? Where you at?
one of my biggest challenges, James, Amber, as you well know, is this world of technology, which, you know, I've been forced into now just based on circumstances. I'm very happy that actually this is going on, that you sent a link. Most of my anxiety after March 25th, which was one of my last days of working, I was like, oh my God, how is this going to continue? James, here we are. You got me hooked up on Zoom. Somebody told me what to do with Facebook, squiggly lines, click on HQ. I know that stuff could make people laugh, but that's just stuff I've never had an interest in and never learned. And now I'm actually suffering from it. But at least I've gotten up to speed with the minute stuff that I do know that can get me through some of my lack of ignorance and carry on these classes. I wrote down some notes of what you said because so many of you hit some strong notes. Luann, I'm just curious. I downloaded Marco Polo. Have you seen my name on it?
Yeah, I
You're
say
on
your name and I added you to the group.
No, delete his ass. Delete him. Make that fucking anxiety go through the roof so he's got to work harder.
I've been dying to see Tony's first Marco Polo.
I don't know what to do after that. That's just the thing. Luann, I actually have.
So like it says got 'em motivation and it says let's go. So you just click on that and then you hit, oh, there's Chris. There's Chris. No. And then you just hit
Why aren't you
start.
going, Tony?
You just hit start and then you start talking. And then when you're done, you just hit stop.
That's it.
And that's it.
Okay, all right. That's a little bit of information that's going to help. Yes, the day of James's little party, you know, when we met at the Peanut, I really have to say I couldn't agree with you more. Yes, I got out of the car. I didn't give a shit. I kept away from people, but I love seeing you all snapping some shots. You could just see the look and the vibes that we were getting from each other.
Yeah.
And no bullshit, how we truly miss each other, and what a shot in the arm it was when we were lined up to go down that block. For those of you that don't know, but most of you do, I'm an emotional guy. I had tears in my eyes going down the block. I had tears in my eyes leaving. There is such a positive force that goes on when we are all at the gym. And I'd like to know if there's anything that I can do to help you guys not being tech savvy. Quite a few of you, I do have your good with texting. So if there's anything that you need, please reach out to me. As far as the accountability, now that I know what the hell to do to get into Facebook, the accountability is there for 6 and 6:30 in the morning. If I don't get up and do that, I'm just screwed. And I have to say, I have been sticking with it, and that's seeing off the people who's there helps immensely, knowing we're all there together. However many, it could be 5, it could be 8, it could be 10. So that's where my accountability gets learning. I've never been a big thing. I've always depended on Dan, and now that's coming to screw me in the ass. And now I'm just well of what to do with banking online and other little things. What else? Month by month basis. It's going well so far this month. And just to let you know, you bring something. Don't ask me how or why, but I work at the facility that fulfills stamp orders. It's the only one in the country. And the stamp orders have tripled. They've tripled beyond our Christmas rush. They've added 2 new shifts because I don't know whether people think stamps are going to go dry. But what I do understand is I've heard Hallmark, Dollar Tree, any place that sells cards, people are actually sending physical cards out. And I don't know if that's a sign of the coronavirus and people trying to physically touch and have something tangent other than a text or an email. So with that being said, it's a slow process. The technology is coming very slowly. The plan was, upon retiring, going to these classes that they offer. But as you know, everything's been put on hold. So I'll just continue with the morning sessions, with the one-on-one, and annoying the freaking crap out of Chris Sullivan. Hello, Chris.
You just keep trying. The rest of them like me.
I don't know. That's questionable.
All right. I was going to say one thing. On Hallmark.com, if you go to that website, right in the middle, there's a button that says Share Gratitude with Free Cards, and the Hallmark will send you 3 cards about every other week. You have to keep signing up for it, but the ones they show, it's about heroes, and you are so amazing. I'd send it to you, Tony, but you're already feeling that, so. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll there.
I got it.
But yeah, you push on that black button and they'll send you 3. They did 3 others about 2 weeks ago. They had llamas on them. What do I want llamas for? So I may just send that to one of you as a surprise one day.
I'll take a llama card.
No problem.
Oh, you want a llama card? All right, I'll send you a llama card. If you want to send cards, you don't even have to go out and buy them. You can get them for free right now.
Very cool. No, I like that.
So,
something about seeing
that's it.
writing and physical cards rather than just emails and text that is a nice surprise. My middle daughter's teacher, she has sent the kids in her class a card every day, and they have their Zoom calls, but they get the physical cards in the mail, and they get so excited. Do you hear any feedback on this? Because James is in another room.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. Can we talk about all the complaints about him, all the workouts he's hurting? Aren't we all doing them?
Always talking shit.
Okay, so
Because it's all the truth.
I've been hearing that the 6:30 things are pretty good and that I probably should get my butt out of bed. Wake up call.
Oh no!
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I got an answer for that. Marco Polo. And Laura, you don't have kids around, so
I don't.
Anybody that has kids, just be very, because I'm gonna get on and I'm gonna say probably.
Well, you know,
I'm gonna
Will is that's the only swearing that he's allowed to hear is from your mouth.
That's awesome. Love it.
But I have to shout out Will right now. There he is.
There he is, buddy.
They
Nice
have a
job,
goal
buddy.
of 10,000 steps a day, and he just went walking around the circle in the rain to get his 10,000 steps. But he actually has over 11,000.
Good job.
Good. Nice work,
I'm
man.
very wet now. Awesome job. Well, guys, want you to be able to go to bed at a decent time and go through your whole night routine. It was nice seeing all your faces. Do you guys have anything else to share, or we'll table it till next week?
What about Sadie girl? Sadie, did you go?
Oh, Sadie.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't, but I don't really care.
No, let's go.
Let's go, Sadie.
Okay, well, I think like finding routine has definitely been the one thing that's kind of keeping me sane, because I'm a very busy person in general. Like normally I'm up at Gotham in the morning, and then I'm at work from 7 to 4, and then I'm usually volunteering in the evening or doing something. So it's been weird, like not having a busy schedule. Like my brain is like, what do I do? Like literally the second day of quarantine, I rearranged my entire living room and organized my kitchen, and I was like, crap, now I have nothing left to do. So really it's just been trying to like let myself slow down. Also mindset. So I think most of you know that like I had spinal surgery a couple years ago. And that was kind of a traumatic surprise experience that I was not expecting. And a lot of that recovery time brought perspective on just like, I guess being thankful that I have legs that can do this still, because there was a very significant chance that I would have been paralyzed. And so when I'm kind of finding those like low days where I'm like, oh, I don't want to get up, or like last week when I had